Hey, what's up, guys? I'm just sitting here chilling on the couch. Thought I'd come do a quick little video on, really who I am, and now that I'm getting more into this HYROX stuff, what that is as well. So, here chilling with my dogs. Just got done doing some homework. Everyone knows how fun that is with my kiddo. He's in first grade. Sometimes I feel like first grade homework is more advanced than what I did, but it could just be memory loss. I'm almost 47 now, so we'll see. But that being said, my name's Diedrich Davis. I've been a fitness coach or something of that nature a good majority of my adult life, starting back in the military, giving out workout plans, nutrition plans, friends, colleagues, coming up and asking what I'm doing, seeing that I'm making good results. They're just inquisitive, and I would always write some type of a nutrition plan or workout plan for them, to help them also excel and do well at whatever it is they want to do well at, whether that's strength or conditioning, getting better at the time in the military, getting better at the PFT or physical fitness tests, which incorporated running, pull-ups, crunches, sit-ups when I came in. And now, even before I left active duty, we were doing CFTs, right? The combat fitness tests. So that brings me kind of to another point, there's a big thing now with hybrid athletes, right? And, I say, yeah, I'm a hybrid athlete, right? But the thing is hybrid. Hybrid has been around for forever, right? I mean, if you lifted weights and you ran, you're essentially hybrid. So, so I believe what every Marine, every active duty member is a hybrid athlete, right? So from the time they left for boot camp and, into the fleet or into active service, they became a hybrid athlete, right? So I know that that word is like the buzzword and everybody says it, but I always think it's funny when I hear it, and even I use it for myself. But the thing is a lot of people are hybrid, right? So do you do cardiovascular fitness and strength, and then I guess you're a hybrid athlete. So anyways, that's kind of a different soapbox, but today I just kind of introduced myself. Again, Diedrich Davis. I got 15 years military service between active and reserve. And like I said, I spent a lot of that time doing athletic type things. I helped a lot of people in those years, as well as developed a sense of who I wanted to be as an athlete. And I did a lot of endurance stuff back then, so a lot of running, right? So because our PFT consisted of a 3-mile run, so essentially I needed to get better at that in pull-ups, right? So so I was always running, right? And I it kind of became my thing to go do longer runs, and eventually I developed friendships with others that like to do long distance running as well, and I got into marathons and completed several marathons. First was a bucket list, and then I decided, well, I was kind of addicted to it and the training and everything, so I did a few more. And then over the years, I kind of got away from that, and I got more into the strength and conditioning side of it, and the sports, I guess the sports side of it. What does it take to be an athlete? What does it take to be to excel in athletics, right? I have a lot of friends and things that are in the semi to pro level athlete categories, and I was always picking their brains and always watching what their strength trainers were doing and stuff. So, and then I got my certification through NCSF, and then I also got a certification through ISSA. So I started kind of from there, and going back to before even the military, I was I was an athlete, right? In school, I played soccer, I played baseball, I played football, I ran cross country, right? So it was always kind of in me to be athletic, right? So when I got out of the military, I came off active duty. I went overseas as a contractor, and I worked with a lot of contractors, a lot of coworkers, and developing routines for them, nutrition plans. Even helped a few of them enter their first powerlifting competition, and they did pretty well, right, for their first time. So I have a lot of background in that. So helping clients achieve goals, whether it's fat loss or personal goals, like they want to run a Tough Mudder or anything like that. I worked with several clients or athletes, I call them athletes, that they wanted to get better at, they had maybe a certain event coming up, right? So I help them, develop and get conditioned for those events specifically, right? So whether that's, again, like a Tough Mudder or some type of obstacle course race, a half marathon, their first 5K, right? So maybe they never ran before. So I have a good knowledge base for running. So I would help people get better at running. So, and then recently, I've kind of dive headfirst into this HYROX thing, right? In a HYROX competition, what that does is it really pushes both your endurance and your strength, right? So it's a race designed to challenge you in basically in every possible way. It combines running with functional fitness exercises like sled pushes, farmer's carries, rowing. I love HYROX for that, because it's not just about how fast or strong you are. It's about how well you can do these things and combine them both together, even under fatigue or under compromise, right? So a lot of compromise running. It's great. It's great for building an overall, all around functional athlete. Something you can use with clients, I plan to. Functional work is amazing, right? So it hits so many modalities and so many systems of the body. It helps to adapt, and once you become adapted to a lot of these different modalities, then you're just a well-rounded athlete, and you're less prone to injury, less prone to sickness. You're less prone to a lot of different things. So I think functional is definitely the way to go, or hybrid, if you want to call it hybrid. But I've incorporated a lot more of my long runs. I do maybe one a week, for my endurance, for my overall engine, building my engine. You have to run slow to run fast. A lot of people don't understand that, but it's the truth, right? You got to build the endurance, you got to build that system, that engine, before you can go fast. So I incorporate a long run every week, most weeks anyway, I'll say. I haven't, last week I didn't. I was feeling a little beat up, so I did more of a short run, but I plan to incorporate more, and as we get closer to this HYROX event in February, I'll definitely incorporate more long runs to keep that base engine, built up. So since running is one of the key events in HYROX, it's 60% of the races is running. So and I've learned to balance my strength training work to maintain power through each of the stations that are going to be required, and then adding in some slow cardio, some slow steady state cardio throughout the week. I also do a lot of circuits and things, so my body's definitely getting the full amount here. So, but yeah, that's about it. I'll deep dive into a little more of what HYROX is here in a minute, but that's kind of it in a nutshell. All right, like I said, I was going to dive right into what HYROX is. If you guys aren't familiar with it, it's a global fitness race. It's all about combining endurance, strength in a competition format. It's designed to test your overall fitness level by having compete in these 8 different exercises separated by a 1 kilometer run, right? So it's an exciting event, right? It's pushing you to your limits, no matter what your fitness background is, right? It doesn't matter. So it kind of works like this, right? You start the 1 kilometer run, right? After the run, you move on to one of the 8 functional fitness stations, right? Once you finish a station, you go right back into another 1 kilometer run. And you repeat this cycle until you've completed all the exercises for a total of about 8 kilometers of running, right? And then you got to add the HYROX, the rock zones as well. And those, it comes out to probably 8.5, 8.6 kilometers of running, right? So you ask what's included, all right? So it kind of, the order would be, and I'm excluding the 1 kilometer run here, guys, because that's in between each, right? So you do a 1 kilometer run, and then you go into your first station. First station is going to be your ski erg, right? Using a ski machine, you're powering through, right? And then you go to sled push, right? Pushing a good amount of weight, right? And then the next one will be your sled pull, right? You're going to be pulling, engaging your upper body and core, pulling that sled with a rope, right? And then you're going to do burpee broad jumps. Everybody loves burpees. Am I correct? I mean, everybody, that's their favorite exercise, the burpees. Well, if your favorite exercise is burpees, what about broad jumps, right? Because this incorporates both. Anyway, so you're doing burpee broad jumps, everyone's favorite. But it's challenging, right? It's a combination. It's full body, right? Explosiveness. You're using basically your whole body, right, to do these burpees. So, and then you jump on the row machine, right? And that's legs, back, again, full body, right? And then you got farmer's carries, right, where you got to really engage the core and keep yourself stable. And that's with some pretty heavy kettlebells, right? And then you got sandbag lunges, and you're lunging a good distance, right? So weighted sandbags over your shoulders, right? And then your last and final exercise, and tell me whether or not the creators of HYROX are sadistic or not, but one, they put this last exercise and last station right next to the finish line so you can see it. And you can just be glaring over at it and just anticipating the finish, right? But anyways, they put wall balls as their last exercise to perform, and you're doing 100 of them. So each event, there's no time limit, right? This is just on you. It's you against the clock. You compete in different divisions, right? There's beginner or open, and then there's pro, and then there's an elite 15 if you make it that far, right? So HYROX is, they say it's for everyone, right? So it's truly for everyone. Whether you're like new to fitness or you're an experienced athlete, it doesn't matter. You just go out there and have a great time. It's a great crowd. They do an amazing job of keeping the atmosphere lively and hype, and maybe make some new friends and enjoy it. But we're doing a doubles event in February in Vegas. If anybody wants to take a trip to Vegas to come see us, but it's going to be amazing. So we're really looking forward to it. We're training hard. And again, we're going to kick up the training here in the next couple months to really bring it home. But what do you think makes HYROX special? Well, to me, it's just kind of the unique way that it blends like the endurance and strength. I mean, like CrossFit, right? But without the complicated movements, right? That takes a little bit of a learning curve, right? These are movements anybody can do, and with just a little bit of training, right? You can accomplish these, and with a pretty high degree of confidence that you won't be injured, right? So, and then most fitness competitions, they either focus heavily on one or the other, but HYROX requires you to be good at both, right? I mean, and actually most time runners excel in this competition. So, but you need to be able to run long distances, but still have the power and strength to push and pull heavy weights. So high intensity exercises, and it's pretty great. I'm looking forward to it. How am I training right now? Well, outside of the running, we are doing some HYROX specific things, like getting our bodies used to and adapted to the rowing, the ski erg, which I had never touched before this. And then we're doing some really focused heavy days on back, quads, right? Because you're going to be using a lot of legs. But we're still getting our strength training in. Nothing too crazy, but the biggest thing would be just incorporating the circuits of HYROX type of training into it. But I think it's going to be a great test of functional fitness. It's challenging. If anybody's interested in it, I would just go to look it up online. Go to HYROX.com, look it up. It's great for overall health, functional fitness, and I've leaned out quite a bit just from doing this type of training. Between the running and then the HYROX specific training, I've lost 23 pounds in a few months. So essentially, yeah, that's it, guys. I just wanted to jump on and kind of tell you what I'm doing, where I'm coming from, my plan for the future. Again, I'm looking to start an fully online program to really help those that need extra accountability and help with their nutrition, with their motivation, with their self-talk, I just want to be in their corner, right? And primarily I'm going to be working with men, guys that, maybe they're short on time, they're short on, they don't have, maybe they were athletes before, but now they've kind of, they've gotten away with that. They let their corporate life kind of take over, or their family, and that's where their focus has been, and I commend them for that. But we as men, we have to stay strong. We need to stay functional, right? And I want every man, especially, those men that have families and children and loved ones, I want them to stay healthy for a long time, right? And I want them to be a powerful force in society. So, that's what I want to do. I want to help men, and I want to help others just to excel and be the best selves they can be. So that's it in a nutshell, guys. It was great talking to you, and I'll try to do more videos like this and maybe explain a little bit more what we're doing in our training. But me and my friend Keithan, we're going to be kicking off some more HYROX training tomorrow. We got a good one planned. It's a doozy, but it'll be incorporating some strength and some HYROX specific training. I don't want to spoil it, but we're doing quite a bit of ski erg tomorrow, but because that's probably my weakest point. I haven't done that exercise much, so but it's amazing. It's a calorie burning machine for sure. What you doing, Peaches? My dog is being crazy, staring at me. It's my puppy. But anyways, what's up, Peaches? But yeah, all right, guys, you take care. I'll talk to you guys soon.